Zack Snyder is the biggest con man there is. What's up, everybody? With my channel, I am DJ, aka Token Black Gun. For the first time, hit that like button. This is gonna be a sort of a rant video, and this is why I hate Zack Snyder. For mainly one particular reason. He's done movies like 300, loved it. He was part of the Dawn of the Dead franchise back in the day. He's done, some other stuff that I enjoyed, but the man is the biggest con artist there is. I know all you Zack Snyder shills, y'all ride his thing all the way to the bank and everything. Y'all love the man to death. He can do no wrong. Release the Snyder cut. Release the Snyder cut. Y'all were preaching that for years. But in rebelmoon, the first one, and then Scargiver, whatever it's called, the original cut was not a good movie. It was just not a good movie. But then 6 months, well, not even 6 months later, they released the director's cut, which before they released the original, we're like, well, there's a director's cut, And I will say, I was stuck last week because we had the Hurricane Debbie come through my house. So we were out of work for a couple of days and I was bored, stuck in the house. So I was like, I'll watch the director's cut. I got 3 hours, nothing to do, 6 hours, nothing to do. So I'll watch these movies. And it pissed me off because the movies were actually decent and very and watchable, unlike the first one. My issue with Zack Snyder is, and this isn't the first time he's done this, he will release a movie and then they say, oh, I have another version that's much better. Well, then release that version the first time. Quit double dipping, trying to get double the amount of money for these movies. I would have preferred to release the director's cut and not even release that other cut, because that made the movie ample times better. Still not the best movie in the world, but it was way better than the one that we got the first time. Because with the violence, and the gore, and it had some sex scenes and F-bombs, more direct in your face. It made situations seem more dire and more serious and more not dumb, Like, for example, when the main chick in that one scene in the first one, when she jumps on the guy, she straddles him and shoots him in the head. In the first scene, he just drops to the floor. Dude, you got shot in the head, nothing happens. But in director's cut, he literally has no head when he falls to the floor. It's a much better movie. Hell, the first opening scene of the first one is a freaking Negan scene where he takes the club, the bad guy takes the club and makes the young kid bash the head in. I was like, okay, so that's where we're going now. And I will say the fight scenes were better with the violence, because you could tell in the first one that something was missing from the scenes. Like the cuts and the punches and the shots and the explosions, nothing was, serious about it. I understand it was PG-13, so they can't show nothing like that. But why release a version that is substantially less quality, and you have a version that's better? I don't care what Netflix says, because obviously Netflix didn't, Netflix wouldn't let him release their first one. Apparently they did, because 6 months later, we got the director's cut. It's a streaming service. They don't have to worry about that crap. They can put TVMA on that crap and be fine with it. I don't understand why. And it's not saying, if it was a one-time thing, I wouldn't be pissed off. But it's every single time with Zack Snyder. And that's why I hate Zack Snyder. He's the biggest con man in the world. And you Zack Snyder says, I'm going to say it. Y'all get all mad. You want in the comments to say he's the second coming of Jesus. Zack Snyder is the biggest con man in the world. And I will stand on his hill and die on his hill. And other than 300, fuck his movies. That's all I got to say. I will never watch original of Zack Snyder ever again. I know from now on, just wait 6 months to a year, you will get a director's cut that'll be 10 times better. I don't understand this man, and this is my rant. And Zack Snyder, you suck. I hate you for that. If I had watched the original rebelmoon with the way it is now, the director's cut, it was fine. But even with this movie being better, I already knew the story, so I could not get in. The more I watched the movie, that was the director's cut, the more I got pissed off, because I was like, Why didn't we get this the first time? Even though the movie was substantially better, I kept getting more pissed off and angry. But I'm like, why didn't we get this the first time? Literally 6 months ago, we got the garbage crap, and then we get the director's cut. I don't know. And we talked about it on the stream on Robert Storm's channel, Storm's Live. Check it out Sunday nights at 7. Zack Snyder, we talked about how this is supposed to be the Star Wars killer. It wasn't, because why wasn't it released in theaters? If they didn't have that much faith in Zack Snyder of his abilities, it wouldn't have gone straight to streaming. This would have been a theatrical release. I'm just saying that it is. So all you Zack Snyder sales can get off y'all high horses. I know who you are. You know who you are. Y'all ride the man's dick all the time. Y'all been, since the Batman vs Superman Justice League stuff, y'all been talking about this crap. Release the Snyder cut, which is a better movie, but at the same time, why don't just do it the first time? I get there's different situation with the Justice League and all that stuff. I get that. But this Rebel Moon situation, nah. You knew what you had sitting on the side, ready to release 6 months later. There was none of this, oh, they won't let me release this version of it. Bull crap. Because 6 months later, it's all on Netflix right now. So I would have waited 6 months and been much more impressed and gave it a higher rating than what it was. I'm just saying. But that's my rant. I'm gonna finish drinking my beer and go relax and play some video games to chill out, because my blood pressure's getting up for no reason. I'm getting upset about this. But that's my little rant. Leave a comment down below. I know you Zack Snyder shields are gonna be in there blasting me. Say what you're gonna say. But if you agree with me, leave a like button, subscribe button, hit the like button, subscribe button, and I will see you on the next time. And I will not watch an original version of Zack Snyder film ever again. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.